We're just messing with my brother. 'Cause my brother wrestles with the mask. He's a pro wrestler. He wrestles with the name of Hijo de Dos Caras. That's why he's covering his face, because, you know, we have all this lucha libre tradition in Mexico. I know for a lot of Americans that doesn't make any sense, but for us in Mexico, it's part of our culture, tradition, legacy. There's many things behind why in Mexico we wear those masks, and you know, that's why my brother is protecting his identity. I'm tempted to remove that stuff from his face, but I know my dad will punch me in the face tomorrow when he sees me in San Antonio. But that's why he's covering his face, not because he's crazy. Well,
A little bit.
a little bit or a lot. But that's why he's covering his face.
When I see he's gonna fight with Tito, I was like, oh man, it's gonna be really hard. But like now, I see him like really confident, like without nervous, like really good. So like I don't have to feel nervous, because if he don't feel nervous, why am I gonna feel it?
Okay, vamos.
People forget about it. He was one of the first Mexican even fight like MMA. I think one of the first Mexican, even the only Mexican Latino they ever fight in Pride, and I think it's very important. You know, he got some really good experience fighting in big crowd, fighting big names. So we come from right here. We always represent. A lot of the big organizations, they forget about Latinos, and I think this is very important for all the Latinos, all the Mexicans, and open the market, you know, very good.
It's our new sponsor.
He like to be around his friends, really close friends, and a family. So we staying with a small circle right now and having a good vibe, positive, you know, and stuff like that.
My uncle Mil Máscaras, the legendary Mil Máscaras, fantastic pro wrestler, legend of our sport, pro wrestling. But he is Chavo, he is, how can we put this? So it doesn't sound so bad. He is a little bit different.
He's an amazing wrestler. Just ask him; he'll tell you.
My brother put my uncle's meal mask and he was messing around with Chavo. He moves his fingers this way. I don't know why. When he talks to you, he's moving his fingers this way. He's like, he goes and says, "Puta madre, what are you thinking? Are you stupid or something? You have no brains? Oh, puta madre." And he moves his fingers all the time. Why? We have no clue. We have no clue. It is what it is. Sorry, Dad. Please don't slap me in the face when you see me for making fun of your brother. I'm sorry.
3, 2, 1, go.
Muy bien, nos falta muy bien.
When we signed the contract and set the date and everything, I went to the gym and I said, "Marco, I'm gonna be fighting on December the 7th, Tito Ortiz, so we have to lose 38, 40 pounds." And he was like, "What the fuck?" Last time I was 210, I was in junior high school, not kidding. It was my last competition with the national team, the Greco-Roman wrestling national team. For this one, I made weight. Hermano, CBW, Vader, thank you guys. And of course, my coach Javier Torres and all the teammates, all my teammates from UKF. I'm doing it for me to prove myself, to continue reminding myself who I am. My father asked me when I took the fight, he said, "I just want to know that you're doing this fight for the right reasons. Because you know you have nothing to prove to anybody. I want to prove to myself that I'm still that amazing athlete that has been inspiring people and that is going to continue inspiring not just the people that have been supporting me, but the most important little persons in my life, my children." A few years back, I went through the most difficult battle of my life when I got divorced and when I lost my children, when I couldn't see my children for many days. And it took a lot from me, my heart, my spirit, my mind. I want my kids to know that Dad is a superhero that have been sacrificing absolutely everything. Today is December the 7th. We're gonna be in the Pain Arena in a few more hours. Tonight we're gonna have the first pay-per-view. I'm retiring from the sport. Even if I win this fight in 15 seconds, I'm a man of my word, and that's it. I'm not doing any more fights. And I'm just enjoying it. Tonight is the night. Tito versus Alberto. Thank you, boys.
Was his fight a gamble because this guy's coming from a more of a WWE type of organization as opposed to the fight world? The guy does have fights. So he's got about 14 fights. I've watched his fights. He seems to be a very athletic guy. Obviously big and strong. You're not that big and don't have some strength to you. So. And he's got some knockouts, he's got some finishes, and that makes him a threat, and with his size and his belief in himself, also that makes him a threat. So we got to go in there really smart, because again, we don't want to fall short in this fight, because is it embarrassing per se for an MMA? Sure it is. You can say, you don't win a fight like this, you can have every excuse in the world, but it doesn't make a difference. This is a fight that you're supposed to win, and a lot of times when you're supposed to win, it puts a little bit of different pressure on you, but at the end of the day, he's going into a win. I think he's going to get the W. I'm excited for it. I'm excited for it. Most importantly, I'm excited for it is because Tito's super excited for it, and he's really dedicated himself to this fight. I mean, pretty much like I've never seen with him. I've been training him for over 10 years, and this is the best shape I've seen him in, and that's a cliche saying. That's what we always say as coaches. Oh, he's the best shape of his life, but in all reality, he really is, and it brings my confidence to another level. I can see his confidence, and it makes him a lot more comfortable on the day of the fight.
¿Qué pasó? Si puedes, pues ahí ve a mi mamá y a mi papá para que igual y puedes decirles que vayan a cenar para que no estén pensando en la pelea, y porque ya sé que están, mi papá ya sé que está muy nervioso, pero mi papá no dice nada, siempre mi papá se mantiene tranquilo. ¿Mande? Ay. Pues sí, pobrecitos, ¿eh?
Y a tu mamá, tus amigas de ver.
Pues sí, por eso no le he hablado a mi papá ahorita, porque pues ya sé que está bien nervioso. Y luego me va a poner nervioso a mí, me va a preocupar. Es lo que te decía del por qué no quería que estuvieran aquí en la pelea. O sea, yo al verlos nerviosos me pone nervioso. O sea, el verlos angustiados me angustia a mí. O sea, ahorita me dices eso a mi papá que se fue a la catedral a rezar por mí, me dan ganas de llorar porque pues, ahora mi papá, imagínate lo que está ahorita, para que vaya mi papá a la catedral, pues es difícil, ¿no? Y mi mamá igual, entonces ahorita si puedes, ahí llévatelos a cenar a algún lado, y si necesitan más dinero les mando, nomás llévatelos a que, pues en la noche es cuando más angustiados van a estar. Entonces que te los lleves un rato, pues todo va a estar bien, vieja.
Todo va a estar bien. Todo va a estar bien.
Bye, mi amor. Bye, mi amor. It's difficult to talk to the people you love, and not just now, but even when since we started with this, because since day number one, when I decided to take this fight, I talked to my loved ones, my sisters, my mom, my dad, my girlfriend, and I said, hey, I need you to understand something. It's gonna be me the one fighting, so I have to find my comfort zone, my zone of peace, and I don't want you to come to the fight with me. I don't want my kids there, because this is MMA, and this is the most difficult fight of my life, the most difficult fight in my career, and we're gonna get hurt. That's for sure. The feeling is I miss my kids. I miss my kids. I left San Antonio to prepare for this battle, but I miss them. I miss them. They are the. I always say this to them. They are the light that shows me the way back home every day. People, they're just asking me if we're gonna do a celebration party after the event, and I said, yes, I'm gonna do a celebration party in my house with my kids. I don't have nothing to celebrate here. I have to celebrate the result with the ones I love, with the ones that are the reason why I'm doing this. So yes, that's why I'm just gonna go.
We're here in Hidalgo, Texas at the Pain Arena, and we're getting ready for this fight against Alberto Del Rio. This is week 20. I'll be at 19 weeks of camp in, and this week I've just been cutting weight, but still keep my cardio on point, and I'm ready to fight, ready to go to war. I think it's been exactly the same thing to lead up besides just the PR. It shows that Combate Americas is a PR machine. They're doing the right things the right time. Traveling to New York for a couple days, two times during this camp. It takes away from my camp a little bit, but I was able to train when I was in New York, at Renzo Gracie's camp, Renzo Gracie's gym up there, but I was able to get my time in. But just doing the PR, it's important for a fight, but just having the focus for the fight in general. That's why I started so early at 19 weeks.
So our main card set 8 o'clock 50 minutes, so about
6 fights.
6 fights. So what I'll do is I'll let you. I'll keep you.
Hour and a half, right? Hour and a half.
Yeah.
2 hours, right?
So I calculate about 2 fights per hour. I'll come and talk to you as we get closer. But you gonna take the hands?
I'm taking my own.
You take your own?
I'll take my own.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, no, we got it. You need supplies? You guys got it?
I got everything.
Yeah, all right, cool, perfect.
What about a bucket? All right, cool.
Do I need to do a piss test now?
Or the commission come talk to you.
All right.
They'll handle that stuff. Cool. So I'll just come and tell you guys who's going to be as the fight starts. I'll be like,
Cool. Awesome. Thank you. I do. Very good, man. You too, man. For sure. Right on.
We were sparring. Wednesday was boxing, and Saturday was MMA, right? We were done. Okay, guys, thank you, whatever. We'll do a picture together, group picture that, shower. And then Javi, guys, see you guys in my gym. We're just gonna do some strategy and stuff. And I was like, what the fuck? I was 10 rounds, and I don't care. Well, I'll see you there. And then we were in the car, and he's like, "I'm starving. Let's go get some food, something quick." And I was like, "Fuck no! Let's go to a buffet, man. Like man, after 10 rounds, we have to." And we went to the buffet, but Javi was waiting for him, and he drives like crazy, right? So he got to the gym in like 30 minutes, and we were still driving. And by the time we got to the buffet, he was like, "If Javi calls you, tell him we're stuck in traffic. I was like, yeah, sure, no problem. So he kept calling and calling, when you guys want to get here? When you gonna get here? When you gonna get here? I was like, del tráfico, coach. No me lo estoy diciendo la historia del tráfico. Yo le digo, there's a lot of traffic, Javi. I'm so sorry, but I was on the table with a bunch of sushi and chicken and stuff. And I was like, we're stuck in traffic. We'll be there in 15 minutes. And he's like,
and I was making horn sounds like beep, beep,
and we got to the gym like 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah. You were in the background doing that? Yeah, I was in the background making the traffic sounds.
I went to Coyote, he told me, he's sleeping like a baby. They went to the buffet.
They went to the buffet.
Oh, so that's gonna find out.
And then he was like, all right, why you guys lie to me? And I was like, well, with all honesty, I didn't know that Coyote had to be there before me. So it's the code. I'm sorry. I had to protect hacer la esquina, like we say in Mexico, hacer la esquina. I'm so sorry, coach. I have to stick to the line.
Right?
Sorry, coach. The night before the fight, I was always having troubles to sleep. Like thinking about the fight, thinking about the strategy, thinking about this, about that. You know, sleeping till 3, 4 in the morning. And last night, I got to the room. I really, when it first lay down in bed and pass out. It's gonna be what it's meant to be now. I did the job. I already did the job, and
people say it's Alberto Del Rio, pro wrestler Alberto Del Rio, that hasn't fought in a long time, but I don't think of it that way. I think of my championship belt being on the line. I'm putting my world title that I won through the UFC on the line. He's putting his world title on the line, and one man's gonna walk away with both. It's gonna be me.
Thank you. I just want to see some violence. That's why I'm here. I think Tito has so much experience, man. He's been at that level way too long. When you compete at such a high level for so long, it's a little different, He's got a lot of experience, man.
Of course, Alberto El Patron, man, all the way.
We are here in the Pain Arena already. Maybe an hour and a half away from the battle to go to war against Tito Ortiz. This is it, baby. This is the last fight for Alberto Del Rio in MMA. Just enjoying it the whole week. We did the work, now we just have to finish it. When it comes to my family, I think it adds a little bit of more pressure, because they're here and you want to do well and you want to stay well for them. I wish I could have my dad here for this last fight, but he's in Mexico. He didn't want to come, which I totally understand. He's 74 years old now, and it's different. Pro wrestling is completely different than MMA.
¿Cómo lo sientes? ¿Agarra tu muñeca?
No, muy bien, muy bien.
Why take this fight? I think why take this fight is it's a challenge. It's a challenge to me. It's a challenge for my name. I'm a hard-working American that just want to show what hard work and dedication can truly pay off to. I've had major surgeries through my career, and I could have quit. I could have hung them up and walked away, but I'm too competitive. I love to fight. I love to compete. And against Alberto Del Rio, he called me out. I was enjoying life, and it could have been somebody else, like Ryan Bader or something. But Alberto Del Rio stepped up, and we're having this fight. Almost 20 weeks ago, he wanted to fight me. So, he bit up a little more he can chew. All those people think it's a work or a fight. Fuck you. How can you say that? As a person who put in 19 weeks of my life, sacrificed the time away from my family, and put my name on this, I won't tarnish my name for anything. Not for any money, anything amount. Right now, it ain't about the money anymore. For me, it was about the training camp and making weight. That's what I got paid for. Right now, it's time to have fun, and that's fight, and that kick someone's ass. When I put my elbow through his face, people know this ain't fake. This is my life. This is what I live for. I've been doing this my whole life, and I ain't gonna change now for some money or for someone saying there's some fake thing. He wanted to fight me. I'm gonna stomp his ass. This is a serious fight. He wants to fucking put his head on me. He wants to put something on me. I'm gonna put something on him in this fight, and like I say, it's gonna be ferocious. I'm ready to fight, man. My emotions always get the best of me, and it makes me fight the best, so that's what this fight's gonna be. First round, knockout, referee stoppage, 100%.
And the feeling backstage here is we're calm, but definitely apprehensive. You know, everybody's getting ready, getting antsy, not too excited yet, but getting there. The tension is building. I can see it. We have Sexy Star over there getting ready to, and the feeling in the air is you're starting to feel that excitement. It's getting close.
Me acordé de todo lo que estuvimos haciendo, todo este campamento, toda esta preparación que fue ardua y ese es el resultado.
Dulce Garcia just choked out her opponent. Dulce is our girl. You know, she's one of the wrestlers from she's from Mexico, from Lucha Underground. We've traveled the world with her, and it's really cool to see a friend of ours, you know, win like that.
Thank you.
So awesome. Ni peleaste, pinche güera. No trae nada, ni sudó la cabrona.
Oye, ya venme glamurosa en tu pelea.
Ni sudó la cabrona. ¿Qué óvole, Melissa?
Gracias. Ahora sí.
Estamos gritando.
¿Eh?
Ahí te estamos gritando.
¿Qué? No escuché, pero está...
Como toda una pinche leona.
Ay, no sé qué es.
Ponte a moverte. De hecho, ya es momento para que te estés moviendo. Voy a meter aquí mi cargador.
Está bien, güey. O sea, no más, ¿qué pasó, Male? ¿Cómo estás?
The question, Alberto's not wearing shoes, right?
Nobody is that I know of.
No, okay, yeah, no, I just want to make sure of that. Okay.
Nobody is that I know of.
They're not allowed to.
No, you're not allowed to.
No, okay. Thank you.
Is he wearing his mask?
We've been in fights together where he wasn't in shape, you know, whether it was due to injuries or, you know, just whatever the reasonings have been. But we've definitely been in the locker room and, you know, time before where, you know, both of us are feeling, we know that there could have been a lot more done, you know, to get prepared for the fight, but sometimes injuries, you know, make that a difficult thing to happen. But again, when I talked earlier, you know, to one of you guys, you know, he's in great shape. He hasn't had any injuries, so we've been able to spar, we've been able to run, we've been able to do everything that, you know, you got to do to get right for a fight. And you know, that's what gives me a lot more confidence back here, because I know that you know, he left every stone unturned. You know what I mean? He's done everything he needed to do to get ready for this fight, and he's ready to go. He's confident, and I'm excited.
Vamos, son pelea, no más. Esto respira, cabrón. Vamos. Vámonos.
Get it. Your house. Your fucking house.
after the ass kick, we go in there. Don't worry, buddy. Don't worry. Lights out. Just well. Don't worry. It's all right, buddy. We're getting in there. We got your time coming. Your time's coming. Don't worry. Your time's coming. You're snoring.
Vamos, papá. Vamos a casa.
Alberto Del Rio pushed me to the level that I need to be. I trained 19 weeks for this fight. I wanted to show my kids what hard work and dedication can achieve too. I'm so thankful to be here tonight, all these fans for a sold-out house, and the millions of fans. Toda la gente, toda la raza, gracias a su apoyo. Esperemos fuerte, pero si sabes, estoy a ganar. This belt's for them. I worked hard for this. Gracias. boys? How you like it, boys? How you like it, boys?
You ready to exit so I can escort you?
Yeah, boys.
Tito, fight your crowd, Tito! 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 Tito over here! Tito! Tito! Hey, Tito, photo! Tito!
All the hard work paid off. I live for this feeling right here, the feeling to win. He didn't want to strike with me. And it was good because the Chuck Liddell fight, all that position I worked tonight, I worked for the Chuck Liddell fight, and it came into play tonight, a year later. That means I'm still working hard, and it's great, and I'll continue to do it. Yeah, that's how we represent, baby. 20, baby.
Antes que nada, gracias a toda la raza aquí en McAllen. Señor presidente Trump, usted es el hombre más importante del mundo, comanda esta nación y nos lidere a todos. No nos divida, no odio, no racismo. Todos, aunque tengamos el color diferente por fuera, tenemos el mismo color por dentro. Soy mexicano, no soy un ladrón, no soy un ratero. Vine a trabajar como cualquiera de mis paisanos, el carpintero, el plomero, el que está allá afuera rompiéndose el alma. Yo llegué aquí para cumplir mis sueños. Soy mexicano, pero ustedes me hicieron. Que Dios me los bendiga a todos. El patrón Alberto Del Rio, José Alberto Rodríguez, les pido perdón por fallarle esta noche, pero me voy a casa y me voy contento. Joseph, Stephanie, Sophie, papá regresa a casa. Gracias, buenas noches, que Dios los bendiga.
Muchas gracias.
It's hard when you see your friend, get beat, but at the end of the day, he had an amazing camp. He had, an amazing mentality. He understood the risk of getting in the cage. Not everybody has, the courage to get in there to fight somebody like Tito Ortiz, and he did it. He was there. He made us proud. I feel that all of us love him more than ever because, he showed us by example. You win some, you lose some, and at the end of the day, life continues, and he has an amazing family, great kids, and that's the most important thing for him.
I didn't trust my boxing, and I went for the takedown.
Yeah.
14 years.
Just a mistake. He did really good. He reached it out, just most his hands. When he was throwing his hand, he was landing the shot. He walked Tito Ortiz the first couple seconds.
Right away, threw the jab just to see the distance, and he was right there. He didn't even move, so that's why I was waiting for him. Connected, and instead of, I should have trusted my boxing and continue punching instead of going for it.
Sometimes the first thing and everything in a fight is to believe in yourself. Everything starts in the head. Just to let the hands go more, and he would have knocked him out. I believe that.
Me roqueó con el pinche que me dio, y cuando me fui para atrás, debí de haber circuleado, a respirar, y sentí las piernas, y me fui al clinch, pero mis piernas no tenían fuerza para derribar.
If the second fight happened, I see a knockout. Now he see what he can hit him, what he can do, and stuff like that. So we just got homework to do, and looking forward to it. I think we'll be one more fight. He's been competing all his life, so I think we'll be one more.
It's scary for me to see people that like Alberto is someone that I've worked with for a long time, and just seeing him go up there, and I kind of want to see him try again and see if he can continue training and maybe go in there and maybe have a rematch. That would be really dope.
Thank you.
Yeah, me too. Good stuff, right? Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you very much.
You did exactly what you said. That's the start of the beginning.
That was good.
I have to leave you now because I have big drive and then big flight, from San Antonio to go back to Vegas.
Yeah.
But I'm
worth
really
it, yeah.
very, very happy for you.
Thank you.
And for you, sweetie pie.
Grandpa, I love you.
Put on show.
Have a safe drive.
Okay.
Nice to see you.
Congratulations, guys. Congratulations. This is my glove. My hard work pays off. I dedicated myself for 19 weeks for this camp. Alberto Del Rio, it wasn't a factor of me fighting Alberto Del Rio. It was a factor of me fighting myself and knowing that I can do the positive and hard work of just dedicating myself to this fight. Alberto has nothing to be ashamed about. He fought the best Tito Ortiz that he could possibly fight. I feel strong, I felt fast, I was in shape. Hard work pays off, and I want to show my kids that hard work pays off. And I'm just thankful that Alberto showed up and fought, and he fought. He wasn't afraid to stand with me, and I'm a better wrestler. I'm a better submission guy. I'm that much better. I've been working for 22 years, and I just keep getting better and better with age. They didn't check us out. So.
Is this your hat?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I'll put those in
Thank
the
you,
bag
Dad.
too.
Yep. You all right?
No.
Told you.
Very exciting.
Told you. I keep my promise.
What will happen now?
I mean, what happens now?
Yeah. We have to
That's yours.
Take that home.
That goes to your room.
Oh my gosh.
You guys can take that to school. You guys can show it off to school.
Okay, on Monday,
I told you.
I'm bringing it on Monday.
It makes it that much sweeter when my kids are here because I'm able to hand this belt to them. Winning this WWE belt, it's not even the factor of me winning this belt. It's my factor of I told my kids I'd give this belt to them. And they could bring this to school and they could show their friends. And I'm just thankful for the fans that supported me and everybody at Fox News who supported me. The Trump boys supported me, Trump himself, Donald Trump, Trump Jr., Eric Trump. They supported me. I'm living this American dream, and I'm thankful. With hard work and dedication, showing my kids that anything's possible in this world, and hope all my fans can see that too, that anything's possible in this world. You just gotta set your goals high and keep trying to achieve, keep trying to achieve.
Yeah, it's the most beautifulest belt I've ever seen. Diamonds all over it. It's real. Oh my gosh. So cool. Just can't believe it's on our laps right now.
Don't go in between his thighs.
So stunned.
What's next for me? Let's think about this corner now. Wherever they want me to fight, I'm in. Let's fight. It's at 205 though. That extra 5 pounds is a little different, I made 205 pounds when I was the champion for UFC for a reason, because 205 is my weight class, and I'm a dominant 205 pounder, and I'll stay at 205. That's my weight class. That's where I fight the best at. And 210, a little extra 5 pounds. I was able to put a little more muscle, but I felt like it slowed me down a little bit. But like I say, 205 is my weight class, and they want me to fight. Let's begin the 205 pound weight class and come back to America. So we'll see. Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
To be honest, there's many things right now. I'm not sad at all. I'm angry, maybe, disappointed. More than anything, Tito, he's a great fighter, but to be honest, he got the victory. That's his. I'm disappointed because, a lot of people, they were saying that he was stronger, faster, and I didn't feel him that way. He's Tito Ortiz, he's the legend of MMA, but to be honest, I could feel that I was way stronger than him, and I think I should have trusted my hands a little bit more.
Thank you, Tito. Good night. Awesome.
I have to give him the credit and also say thank you, because he said I made him work like anybody else, because he couldn't let himself to lose against someone that was retired for 14 years. I retired for 14 years. The business was different back then. No excuse. This victory is Tito's. It's Tito's victory, no excuse. Congrats, Tito.
We love you, man.
Turn around.
Hey, on picture, no. These are old ones. You got these. I got these are old. 2002, man. Yeah, they look great, dude. Thanks. Appreciate it, man. I appreciate your support, man. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
This is my house. This is mi casa. It's not Tito's house. It's my house. And if Tito is going to bring something to the table and he's going to help us, if he's really going to help us to continue growing, you're welcome, Tito. You're welcome into Combate Americas. And let's make an empire out of this.
You're the best, man. You're a legend. Hey, man, you're a legend, man. Keep on. You're the best.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Good show.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Yep. Oh, no! No! Jesse Green. Out. Oh, my God.
Some people know this, some other don't. But today I feel like I redeemed myself after, difficult times in my life, and I don't feel like I let people down. Right now, I kind of feel like I let myself down. I know I'm gonna call my dad, and I'm gonna be crying because that's the man who made me. That's the man who said to me since I was a little boy, never bring your head down and continue fighting. Nobody can tell you you can't do things. Nobody can tell you they're better than you. And that includes me, son. And I always say that to my son, Joseph. He taught me how to be a fighter, how to be a winner in life. And I haven't called him because I kind of let him down, right? But I'm going home. I'm happy because I'm going home. I'm gonna see my children. And I work hard. I was saying that since the beginning. I work really hard. I left it all in training camp. Every single day, I pushed myself to the limit. They pushed me beyond my limits. In days when I was going home and thinking I was not going to be able to get up the next day. That's why I was so calm, and I'm gonna say it again. I could see it in his eyes. He was the one being worried. I wasn't. I was. All that it was 14 years. They don't go in vain. I felt strong and fast. And everybody was saying, you look fantastic after 14 years, please don't retire. I'm retiring, baby. I just don't even try to push it. We're gonna be just fine. This company has been built with good people, with good foundations, and we have been showing the world that when you put all your heart and your passion, everything is possible. Thank you to this organization for continue helping my paisanos and all the Latinos and supporting my people. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to continue fighting. Thank you for fighting for me in those moments. Let's make an empire out of this.